Okay, I have a new effect to share with you that will probably make you question whether or not absolute free will truly exists. Okay? So I have 6 pairs of cards, ace through 6, of various suits. And so if you were here, you could tell me kind of how to stack these. How would you like me to gather these? Maybe like that. That's just fine. Okay? Now I'm going to begin to give you, in fact, if you want to keep track of how many choices I give you, that would be kind of interesting. So here's a second choice. The first choice is stacking those. Second choice is how would you like these stacked? Left on right or right on left on right? Okay. Another one would be to tell me when to stop this Charlier Shuffle, and I can add a link in the description below. It's called the Charlier Shuffle. Stop there. You sure? Okay. And then I'm going to deal out 3, 4, 5, 6. How would you like these stacked? Your choice, left on right. Okay. And now, boy, we are going to give you so many choices here. 2 piles. How would you like these stacked? Left on right. Okay. Now, I do want to point out that you can, as the performer, you can deal out the cards into 2 piles as many times as the spectator would like you to, with random stacking decided by them. Okay, so we could do it 3 more times if they ask for it. Why don't we do 3 piles for variety here? How would you like these stacked? Left to right or left to right? Okay, and we can do as many of those as the spectator would like. Why don't we deal out into 4 piles? Here we'll have you choose which row to stack on top of the other. You want bottom on top or vice versa? Top on bottom. Okay. How would you like these stacked? Right on left. Okay. And we can do as many of those as you like. We can do that 2 or 3 or 7 more times if you would like us to. And then, see, finally, why don't we deal out into 6 piles? Would you like the top row or bottom row stacked on top of the other? You want top on bottom, stacking from left to right or right to left? Left to right. Okay, and now what we're going to do is just deal out into 2 piles. Now we can finish from here if you would like, or we can have you randomly stack these and then we'll deal them out again into 2 piles and finish from there. In fact, we can deal out into 2 piles as many times as you like, and then when you're content with the mixing, then we'll do the final steps for this routine. So would you like to do another left-right with random stacking? Okay, that's fine. You want right on left? Okay, so let's just do one more. Okay, we're just dealing them out into 2 piles. Okay, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to spin these. This is called the Rosette Shuffle, and then just bring those together however they will. Sometimes they bump up against each other. Okay, very good. And then I'll deal out, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's your final choice. Which pile do you want to finish with? You want the right pile? Okay, so we'll discard the left. Okay, and then as I mentioned, I do have something over here, a piece of paper, believe it or not, with a written prediction. So just think about it. How could I have written a prediction that would actually correctly state the final outcome for all of the choices that you freely made? Well, the claim is your freely chosen pile, this one, of 6 cards will consist of 3 red cards and 3 black cards. So a perfect balance of red and black cards. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll put black over here, red over there, I guess. There's a black one, there's a red one, there's a red one, there's a black one. You nailed it. Or maybe I should say my prediction nailed it. That is great. What's that? Oh, wait, there's more. Moreover, what? There will be exactly 1 card of each value, ace through 6. I really want you to give that a moment's thought. How could I have known ahead of time that these 2 outcomes would occur, given all of the randomization with essential input from you? Okay, well, do we have 1 of each value? Okay, well, we have a 4, a 2, a 5, a 3, a 1, or ace, I guess, and a 6. We nailed it with our prediction, and so will you if you just follow what I did. And when I say that the spectator can choose to do certain things as many times as they like, that is absolutely the case. So try this out for yourself. And this effect has a brand new element that I've never shared before, and I've never seen anyone ever perform this. And it has to do with that final step where we have a left pile and right pile, and we from there do a rosette shuffle. Okay, so dealing out into 2 piles and then doing a rosette shuffle and finishing in the way that we did here, that is the brand new element. Okay, and for my regular subscribers, I don't think it'll be too difficult for you to kind of work through, okay, why does that work? Why will it lead to an outcome like this? But for those who are not so interested in the mathematics, if you just follow this, and you can have different pairings too. If you want to have face cards paired up, number cards, or whatever it is, you can finish with a similar outcome to this. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.